Hey, beautiful Taurus. Nice to see you. Mary Ellen here. Welcome to Moonrise Cottage, especially if you're a new visitor. It's nice to have you here. And thank you so much to all the returning viewers. Ooh, well, I'm just playing with the oracle cards before we jump into your reading. So this just jumped right out of its own accord, my guides are saying. So what do you see we have lined up for you this week? Actually, this month. This is your reading for June. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a long time, guys and gals, my guides are saying. So a couple reminders, of course, while we pull the oracles out. All the links to get in contact with me are below. I am still offering special priced readings for the COVID-19 crisis, just to try to support everybody to make it possible for everybody to get a reading. However, I will let you know that the prices are slowly going to inch up. So the price now is $35, up from $25. So if you've been putting it off, come get your reading. I think most people here in the United States are more or less okay. Everybody's getting a little, unemployment and whatever from the government. So, my guys want this one. Something beautiful happening, Taurus. You're going straight into quite a journey. So the links are below. You can self-book. There is something happening with the energy. We've just come through the shift into the North Node in Genesis. We had a beautiful full moon in Scorpio, followed by a gorgeous new moon in Gemini. So the energy is literally being transferred into the air elements. And Taurus, with you standing here with Uranus in your sign, in your first house, until long after, my guides are saying, long after Pluto moves out of Capricorn, you're going to be taking the baton. So there's a lot going on, and I can see by the cards, you're literally in preparation for that. So Spirit, if you could just give us, they're talking about your destiny, Taurus. Okay, my guys are telling me I forgot something. They just want to remind you, check the links below. Oh, yeah, and you know what? I want to send out my love and gratitude. A lot of people have been coming for readings. They've been extraordinarily deep because of the change in the astrology and the change in the energy and destiny and all those things coming forward. There have been people who have been providing donations to my channel. I want to be very clear about how thankful I am for that. It does make a difference. I really do appreciate it. All those links are below. Okay. So if you want any information about the readings, you can just click on the link. It'll take you right to my website. You can choose whichever reading you would like to have. All the prices are slashed and probably will remain that way for a little bit. But now's the moment if you want to get it on a deep discount, okay? All right, one more from Spirit, please. Yep, they want that one. There's one that flew off the table. Did you see that? I'm going to get it in a moment. We got one more card to pull out. So Taurus, whatever it is that's happening for you in this month of June, you're going straight into a very deep mystical journey. So the first card, the Arrow, from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. And it's pretty much just what it looks like. You're going straight. Aim yourself truly. That's what the book talks about if you read the text. Aim yourself very truly. Use your best aim. Send your intentions out. And keep yourself, in a sense, on the straight and narrow, because you're going to go right straight through the center of whatever it is that you are dealing with, whatever's coming up from within inside of you, whatever's happening around you. A lot of people are home. Some of us are still at work. My guys just said, like me, I don't consider myself at work, but here's where you're going. When you point your arrow straight and you go into the heart of the matter, you're going into the void. I'm not surprised to see that whatsoever. You're going deep, Taurus, and it is because you have Uranus in your sign. And the way, always check your astrology. I usually put some links below for some of my favorite astrologers to help you understand what the energy is coming forward. So since we've been past the new moon on the 22nd, which was very powerful, now we're just moving our way slowly through the days into the next full moon, the finishing of that cycle that was initiated by the Scorpio full moon. And for you, Taurus, look at that. Mountain Lion. This is about you taking up your power. And the power that you're taking up is the power that comes to you because you have Uranus in your sign, in a sense. You're going straight into the void. I don't know why I keep holding up backwards. It's like this. You're going straight into the void, Taurus, in order to pull out the light. That's what the void is for. That's where all light comes from, the great void, the universe. All right. So here's the purpose. What my guides, the way these readings come out, there are 3 rows if you're new. The first 2 cards, the first one indicates the energy, the topic, really the theme of the reading that my guides want to speak about. Look at that. It's the end of a cycle. That is the 10 of Wands. And we see that you are, in effect, regestating deeper into the awakening energy that you've been gifted with and that you are hosting because of yourself. My guides are saying because you are a power animal. And that's why we see mountain lion here. Okay? It's not a bull. But this is about taking up your power in a way that is not abusive, that is very forthright, like the straightness of an arrow. It's another representation, my guides are saying, of that kind of an idea. So when you have this kind of massive power, one of the challenges, you have to learn to wield it properly with love for the benefit of all, as an alpha, so to speak, in the food chain of human existence, or, well, in the animal kingdom. That does affect us. So you're going to be delving deep and regestating in order to come into a new type of power. It's actually what is literally happening for you over the next number of years, Taurus. And since you're already a power holder as the sacred bull, you're going deeper. You're gestating deeper. And so what we see here are not just power. They are elements of power. They are the wisdom holders. The bird people, my guides are saying, the stag is about having stamina for a long journey, and you're definitely on it with Uranus in your first house. I think it's until 2027. I could be wrong about that. So there's the signifier of universal consciousness at the head. The salmon, Pisces, energy. It's the way in which you are transforming. That's what this awakening is for. Because when we come past Pluto in Capricorn, and my guys are talking about Chiron, the healing. They're talking about the healing. The healing is the awakening in a sense. And when we come past that moment, these are the types of wisdom, and it's about sacred vision, Taurus. So you will continue to be in your nature, but you will be standing in your nature in a different way. You will be very firm. You will be very strong. You will be in a position of leadership for quite a while. When you take up this Piscean energy that my guides want to speak with you about, sacred vision, the bird people. If you don't know eagle, that's eagle. And it's either crow, looks like crow because of its size, and then owl. So, Athena, the beautiful goddess, the warrior goddess, had an owl that perched on her shoulder and would whisper sacred truths into her ear. So these are the things that are on the menu. The things that having Uranus in your sign are going to do for you. And look at that. Look. Check it out. Of course, it's backwards because I can't possibly figure it out, even though I've had more than enough time. There you are. You are regestating. You may feel, as you come through this period, and it may be true in this month in June, you're going to feel a little overwhelmed. That's what the leaves are about that are fluttering around. This is the 10 of Wands. You're on a sacred quest in order to put down the burdens. Put the sticks down, Taurus. My guides are saying, just drop them. And venture deep into the unknown, because there's the Piscean energy. You're going to leap out into your existence. And apparently my guys are saying momentous. There's something momentous that is going to happen for you this month in terms of what it is to have Uranus in your sign, helping you awaken slowly by slowly. And certainly because you have Uranus, there are going to be moments when it's going to be a big bang. And this looks like one of them to me. Look at that. Look how sweet you are, Taurus, standing in your place with your blue tunic of transformation. you're just a flush coming over you because you have a realization. And there's your passion on your head. Look, my guides are saying you're going to see your own reflection. So, 10 of Wands, you're going to put your burdens down because you're going to be sailing on into an awakening. So we have 2 10s starting off the reading. The 10 of Cups, the quest of art is cups. Art in this deck is cups. So my guides want to speak to you about this experience you're about to have, and it does have to do somehow with an awakening. Some of you are going to feel a little overwhelmed, but you're literally regestating on a soul level, and it's going to affect you on every level of your being. And I believe you're going to want to share that with others the way you would in a 10 of Cups moment, so to speak, where you have, my guides are talking, they're saying the words epiphany. There's some epiphany that's going to come to you. It is going to be about love energy. It's going to be in your life in general. And those of you who are involved in a love relationship, you may have a lot of growth in your relationship as a result of this. If you are single, you may meet somebody. You may, some of you, my guides are saying, some of you are going to get engaged. Things like that. It's the season. Okay, my guides are playing a song in my head. There's an old song. It's really old. It's from the 60s, maybe, early 70s. And the name of the song is It's the Time of the Season. So if you're younger than me and you don't know what that is, go to YouTube and look it up. It's kind of fun. And that's what it talks about. It's the time of the season for loving. So as we move closer into our ability to transform the way love energy is utilized inside of each of us, extending out to those around us and on the airwaves, because we have the North Node in Gemini. Now, oh, that's what I forgot. So if anybody wants to join the group, there is a group that I'm leading. It meets weekly on Sunday afternoons. The link is below, and we are consciously working with this type of energy in order to send out the vibrations into the world and assist all the other light workers that are working on bringing forward love energy. And the common spoken word my guides are saying that we would use when we discuss these matters is it's about stepping into 4D and preparing for 5D. So it's a learning experience. It's something that we're doing together as a group, and we'd love to have you with us. So do not hesitate. My guides are saying don't hold back. Just come join us. It's only $11.11 a week. So Taurus, under the light of all this discussion, look at that. The woman of skill. So we started with the ending of a cycle, 10 of Wands, and now we're going all the way back to the beginning, a brand new beginning. Do you see how activated you are? Because you're going to have this awakening. The very next step is, because you have this awakening and you become supercharged with your energy, the type of thing my guides were just talking about, the energy is just literally coming off of her brain waves, coming off of her person and emanating out into the universe, into the Earth's atmosphere. And we have Gemini in the North Node assisting that process. She's holding the spool of destiny in her hands. She's in total control of her own destiny now. Do you see the energy? This is what my guides always talk about. So there's the quantum energy that they always talk about. And what this person is doing is winding the strings of her destiny around the energy that is within her and that exists all around her, that which she feels passionate about. It's very exciting. And here we are in the beautiful days of summer, just about. That's the 4 of Wands. So there is a great turning going on. In this deck, it's about judgment. Do you see your walk has been transformed? You have the blue shoes of transformation. So we know there's a great change coming. And you're dressed in your passion as a fabulous Taurus who has Uranus in its first house should be. So you're going to go forward into these, my guys just said, the salad days of summer, to take some time to rest and be quiet. This is about passionate bonding. So yes, some of you, that's why they were saying somebody's getting engaged. Some of you are going to be getting engaged. Some of you may be getting married because we're coming into the marriage season here in the United States. So 4 of Wands is the sacred tent of community, basically. And typically it represents people making a solemn bond, like a marriage vow, those kinds of things. In this deck, we're talking about the pondering that needs to happen about the state of the community. And we see that that's what you're doing in your beautiful way. Flowers in your hair. My guys are talking about Ferdinand the Bull. This is how, oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay, that's what they're talking about. This is the transformation that's going to come over you. You're going to still stand in your power, but your power and the way you wield it and the way it is felt and understood by others is really changing irrevocably. And this month apparently is moving you very far forward into that shift and change. So if you don't know the story of Ferdinand the Bull, you can look that up online, okay? Beautiful. Here's why. So these 3 cards are about your human existence. That's a major arcana card. That's the Hermit. We're talking about the height of earth energy in its wisdom, shining a light into the deep in order to seek the answers that lie in the deep. Hang on one second. That's what you're going into the void for, because you are maturing. So when we see this card in this deck, it represents earth energy, definitely. Someone who has come into their maturity. This is the counselor of truth. So my guides always reference this card, and in the story of this deck, this person is the the shaman, the sacred seer that lives a little bit outside the village, and people go and bring food and offerings and coins sometimes in order to have a reading, to get the ability to connect through this person with the ancient wisdom. That's the direction you're going in when you discover whatever it is inside of you that's coming to the surface, because clearly something's ending and something very new is beginning. And my guys are talking about Ferdinand the Bull. Here's why. Look, King of Art. That's the King of Cups. Do you see that in this deck, the King of Cups is a shapeshifter? And there we see a beautiful raven flying back and forth through the Uranus energy, back and forth into the universe to collect messages, to be able to have sacred vision that comes from this place. It's very exciting. Taurus, I'm very excited, and thank you very much for doing this work. So King of Cups in this deck is a sacred king, highly activated, of course, at the heart chakra. Has a sacred spear, a mystical spear that can clear away obstacles. And he is known as the sacred pathfinder, the pathway to universal consciousness, universal love consciousness. That's what he's doing. And we see him standing next to this on my little table. So as this progression comes forward, this is how it's going to feel as you go through the month. Very definitely. So, as readers say, this is a general reading. You may not resonate with it. Look at your rising sign and okay, my guys are talking about Venus and Jupiter. So we have a lot of things in retrograde, most of you know. Let's see, Pluto, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn all having a party in a room somewhere with the door shut. It's a perfect time to do this kind of judgment, this kind of review about your life, about your relationships. How do you perform, my guides are saying, inside of a relationship? Where are the places of disharmony and dis-ease? And how can you use the light of Uranus to bring an awakening into any situation where there is difficulty? So we had something fly off the table. And I'm going to go and fetch it now because it's the next card in the reading, and I'm very interested to see what is coming up as a result of this shift and change that you are experiencing. So hang on one second. It slid way over here on the floor. Okay. So this is very interesting, Taurus. Thank you. Another 10. So many cycles ending. So this is the first card on the line that represents what your soul is involved in doing and how it represents and reflects into your human life. That's the 10 of Swords. In this deck, it's another quest, the quest of battle. We see a group of souls in a boat They are desperately trying to reach their destination, and they feel certain that they're not able to reach the shore, even though you and I can see that it's right there. And in fact, the sun is coming up. So whatever this battle is about, like Capricorn that carries Pluto, you now join together in the literal sacred effort to bring the planet and all of humanity forward. It's the end of hopelessness. That's what this card is about. So whatever it is that's over, it's way over. Seriously done. So I like this, and I've been crazy busy, so I haven't actually looked at the astrology for the month of June, but I can tell when I look at the cards, something, yeah, they're using the M words again. Momentous. A lot of words coming through about, my guides are saying, the tidal wave of the shift and how it's going to feel. And again, it's so, one of the things I want to assure everybody, this is a very positive, upbeat reading. I will post the cards to the community tab so you can see them as a full spread when I'm done with the reading, okay? Here's the next thing. So I want to show you, my guides are saying do it in tandem. So here's the next card. Look at that. That's the Star card. These souls are literally reaching their destiny, even though they feel that everything is dark and hopeless and all is lost. So, references to the current global situation, no doubt. There's a purpose for that. We've all had to stand still. And while we've been standing still, our heart chakras are breaking open because of the pain and suffering that we witness every day all around us. And it's every place in the world now. And I think because we're having this global experience of shock and awe and pain and sadness, it's cracking our heart chakras open, which causes us to be able to reach the shore. Indeed, they do, this boat full of souls. And there's you, Taurus, at the helm, leading the way forward, because you have the light of Uranus in your sign, the great awakener from the cosmos, from deep inside the void. And you have the mystical ability now to fly, so to speak, shapeshift into the sacred raven that brings magic into the void and from the void, in and out of the void. It's on. That's why Mountain Lion is there. You're really stepping into your power because it's your destiny, no doubt. And when we see these cards together this way, what it means is you're joined together with the sacred cosmic mind of the universe now. That's what it means to be able to seek and find your destiny and reach your destination. This is the dreamer of growth, bonded together with cosmic mind. It's a very intense amount of power to be able to just manifest and to find the pathway forward to your dreams and the cycles that were holding you back, and at the same time knowing that you're leading all of humanity forward. And my guides are saying, and you're lucky because Capricorn is overseeing all the destruction. It's a hard burden to carry for those folks. So let's get something, let's pull something out. Spirit, can you give us one more indication about the soul work of beautiful Taurus in these days? Yeah, look, Taurus. Ooh, babies, my babies. That's a Tower card, honeys. My guides are saying, a good goddamn, like that, like bam, shazam. You're bringing it. You are bringing it in the most sacred of ways. So in this deck, the Tower card is called the Changer of Truth, because that's what the Tower's really about anyways, isn't it? When the truth comes out, when the Tower comes down, and we reach our destiny, the truth does come out. And that is what the destiny is all about. To be able to bring forward the change, to stop the negative cycles, the negative thinking, the focus on we are not able. That's over now. So celebrate, take up this moment. This is a lot of power. Look at the power that you have, Ferdinand the Bull. While you're standing in your power, it's the power of love energy. The destiny of love energy carrying you forward. Universal consciousness, Piscean energy, welling up from within you because you have Uranus. That's the awakening you're going through. And because you're an earth sign, it affects all of the earth. Think about the depth of, my guides are saying, of that response that you have as a soul being. And that's why you came here in this moment, because you have enough love energy inside of you. That's your deepest desire, is to bring everybody into the community tent. And here's the last card. 3 of Cups. The obstacles have been removed. Do you see that? Look. Do you see the sharing of the energy that these two people are doing? So, for those of you that are involved in a love relationship, who are planning a marriage or getting engaged or maybe overcoming some obstacles that were keeping you apart, these things look good for the month of June. So if that's what's going on in your life, my guides are saying mazel tov, because it's going to go well. But you have to show up standing in your love energy, standing in your power as service, and that's what will cause the ending of the negative cycles, and you'll be able to go forward in a way that is truly bonded, truly sharing your energy with another person, and removing all the obstacles. Remember that guy? The remover of obstacles, the King of Cups, and then the outcome of the reading is the 3 of Cups, celebration. It's fantastic. So, gang, I really love this. I'm going to pick from the runes for you, and then I'm going to move on. I'm going to get to Leo. So Leo's coming up next if you're waiting. All right, Spirit, please give us one more nugget. My guys are saying nugget. They want to give you one more nugget from the Norse pantheon. What is the sacred oracle of the Norse people? I have to say to beautiful Taurus, Ferdinand the Bull this month, about its love energy and the way it comes forward. Oh, Taurus, look. That is incredibly beautiful. That is the rune for breakthrough. So clearly, I'm going to read a little passage out of the book for you, okay? For those of you that don't know, let's see if I can get this stuff to stand up the way it's meant to. Look at that. Look at the breakthrough. So, Taurus, take your time. Don't be in a rush. Some things may happen because you do have Uranus, so there might be a real moment of like, bang, something happens and you have a revelation or an epiphany, or you just see yourself in a new light. And what could be better than that in life is to make that kind of a beautiful breakthrough. So I love that this is coming through for you, Taurus. You deserve it. All my beautiful Taurus Earth sign friends. I have some fabulous Taurus friends, and they always amaze me. So let's take a look at their rune for breakthrough. I'm glad to see that. It's kind of amazing, Taurus. Okay, so breakthrough, transformation, day. See? Gorgeous, isn't it? This is the rune Dagaz, and this is the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. Drawing Dagaz often signals a major shift, a breakthrough in the process of self-change. Thank you, Spirit. A complete transformation in attitude, a 180-degree turn, no doubt. For some, the transition is so radical that they are no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. And because the timing is right, the outcome is assured. Trust yourself, Taurus. From the present vantage point, it is not predictable. So something's going to happen. You're going to have a Shazam moment that's going to bring forward all this really positive change. And I think you're going to have an experience where your heart chakra is going to crack open, and you're going to feel the love of the universe streaming through you. The way I do, my guides say, the way I do. And it causes me to weep. If you've been following my channel, you know. Sometimes I just burst into tears. So because the timing is right, the outcome is assured. Although not from the present vantage point predictable. In each life there comes at least one moment when, if recognized and seized, transforms the course of that life forever. I love this, giving me a chill, Taurus. Rely therefore on radical trust, even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed. Thank you, Spirit, my guides. I love them. Can you tell? They always blow my mind. Even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed into the void. Just like my guides were saying when the oracle cards were coming out, go straight for it. Aim yourself truly, go straight into the center of it. That's where you're going to find what is meant for you in this month of June. Wow. So with this rune, gosh, my guides are just, they're really they're toying with me this month. With this rune, your warrior nature reveals itself. That's what we're talking about, Taurus. Oh my gosh. A major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. The darkness is behind you and the daylight has come. You are reminded not to collapse yourself into thoughts for the future or to behave recklessly in your new power. Considerable hard work can be involved in a time of transformation such as this. Undertake to do it joyfully. Taurus, thank you for everything you're doing. I've been feeling a lot of gratitude. My gratitude is increasing and my vision is increasing because I've been doing so many readings because they're so cheap, so everybody comes for a reading, which is what I want. So I'm seeing on an individual basis the transformations and the types of things that people are here, the purpose that they arrived here for. So I want to assure you, you're right on schedule, Taurus. So have a wonderful month. I look forward to seeing some of you. Links are below. I'll look forward to talking with you. And my guides are saying, as soon as you're able to arrive. So Taurus, please drop some messages below. I'm always curious to know how you experience the things that my guides talk about. And I'll look forward to seeing you in July. I can't believe it's almost July already. Thanks, Taurus. Have a wonderful June. Walk in joy because you're going straight into the bliss place. Thanks, everybody.